Hey, Pisces, intuitive soul coach here with your August 2023 love and family reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. Pisces, let's see if your reading is just as intense as the other 11 signs, because August 2023 is a huge portal when it comes to the heart. So if relationships are rocky, or if they've been built on a faulty line, or if there's been some struggles, you can expect this month for things to come to a head. You can expect things to really take a turn for the better, or there could be some turmoil that eventually leads you towards the light. Something may come up for you. There could be exposure, there could be truths, there could be deepening of intimacy as well. So it's not all doom and gloom, but it's certainly going to bring about a lot of memories, which is your overall energy here for August. This can be about you reminiscing, right? It's about your life story. Some of you are saying, oh my gosh, I could write a book, right? I could write a book with the dates that I've been on, or the wives or husbands that I've had in my lifetime, or my family dynamic. So this can be about the good old times or good old days. This can be about memories. Some of you are actually writing a memoir. This is about history. So the fact that you have the books card or education, some of you are looking into your bloodline, your heritage, your ancestry. You may be finding out about certain illnesses or certain dis-ease that the family had. I'm getting here that you may be looking into health backgrounds as well, maybe looking at your father's side or your mother's side, because there could be some health concerns that are showing up. And I'm getting here health questionnaire, where maybe you have a doctor's appointment coming up in the month of August, or some of you, if you are going through some health challenges at this time, or maybe you're just going to get a wellness checkup, you could be going through a questionnaire and you're saying, I really don't know if my father, because I've never met the guy, or he crossed over when I was 4, or maybe he wasn't a part of your life. There's some questions that you're asking yourself at this time. Now, I'm also getting that some of you, there could be an anniversary in the month of August if you are married, or there could be even an anniversary of a death date and you're looking back on some old photographs or some old memories. I am getting here as well that you're doing the research, because in the recent past you do have the education card. So I feel like you're really looking into what makes you tick? What are your triggers? What brings you happiness? What kind of people do you want to surround yourself with? What type of habits do you want to incorporate? What type of legacy, Pisces, do you want to leave behind to your children, your grandchildren, or to your friends or family? So I am getting here, you're really going in deep and doing possibly even some studying. Some of you may be going back to school to learn, put yourself on a course of learning here. You may be a teacher. You could be in training at this time. There could be children that you've put through school, or that are going off to college, or getting ready to start, kindergarten or 4th grade or 10th grade, right? This is about you preparing and getting ready. And I am seeing some sort of paperwork that has to do with schooling or has to do with health. Okay, I'm getting a lot of pentacles here, also known as coins. And I feel like there's something here with finances, gains, health, body, prosperity, something that you were looking into in the recent past. And we'll see if that shows up here in your reading. Now, in the near future, you have the hobby card. This is about getting out there and doing things that you enjoy with your children, if you have them, with your friends, with your lover, with your family, or by yourself, because you need to incorporate a little bit more fun into your life here, Pisces. Things that bring you happiness on a soul level, not fake happiness. Okay, so what I mean by that is, Some of you may say yes, because sometimes we can be people pleasers, right? Sometimes you may say yes to things that are other people's definition of fun, but you go along for the ride because you want to support them, or because you don't want to disappoint them, whatever it may be for you. And even though there may be a little bit of fun in it, it's not your idea of fun. Okay, same goes for other people in your world as well. So make sure, I do sense, of course, there's a compromise here, but make sure that you are not doing everything based on what someone else wants to do, because there could be some common interests or some new things that the both of you could enjoy together, even if it is a child, or if it is a loved one, a family member, a lover. It's important for the both of you to have some common interests that both of you bring about excitement. Okay, I'm seeing new dates here as well. So if you are single or if you are in a relationship, it's important to schedule or set up date night, or to bring more fun, more joy, more passion, more pizzazz to the relationship. Okay, some of you may be in love, or you may meet someone who is a musician. Okay, someone who may, okay, that's interesting. Someone who may have played, they're giving me here 3 instruments, saxophone. They may have played this while they were in, middle school or high school, or maybe some of you have a child that plays the saxophone. I'm getting drummer, as well as someone wants to learn how to play guitar. And it could even be harmonics or harmonica as well with the drums or with the guitar. Okay, I know that's 4, but they are giving me here. Well, we see an actual guitar there. So someone could be saying, Mom, I want to take these classes to learn how to play, or will you buy me a guitar for my birthday? Or this could be a lover, or maybe this is you yourself. You've always wanted to take violin classes or singing lessons, or you wanted to go to a dance class, even if it's a belly dance class, right? This is about you joining other like-minded individuals that share the same hobby, goals, or interests, or trying out new ones, because it may surprise you. Some of you may meet the love of your life while you are partaking in something that's fun. Okay, let's get into your reading here and take a look at what the overall energy is for you in the month of August. What do we have here for Pisces, please? If I didn't mention this earlier, they're giving me the name Jules. Jules, so that could be a nickname, it could be a pet name, it could be short for maybe Julie or Julia, okay, or maybe Juilliard, right, with the musician here. Some of you may have dreamt or lived by, or you wanted to go to Juilliard, okay, I know that's very specific, but take it as it resonates. There's something within your energy field that is making a big shift. Okay, you start out with the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is all about a brand new perspective. And look at that. He's doing some aerial yoga. So some of you joining forces here with getting out of your head, or getting out of the house, or maybe even getting out of the mundane everyday responsibilities or work. I feel like it's important for you to get moving, get flowing, because the Hanged Man is about a rewarded sacrifice. So you may say, well, I really don't want to take that class because it's going to take time away from A, B, or C, you name it, right? Or maybe I don't want to take a day off because I'm going to miss out on some money, but I feel like there's going to be a big reward behind it. So in fact, it's not going to be a sacrifice at all, okay? Because some of you, there may be a deep-seated belief that if you move forward in whatever this hobby is, or whatever this is, opening your heart up to love or connecting on a deeper, more intimate level, because some of you are afraid to connect on an intimate level because you're afraid you're going to get hurt, is what I'm sensing. But remember, you're going more with the flow now because you've already been hurt in the past. Just add it to your memoir, right? Add it to your life story. This is about you changing things around here. And it doesn't surprise me that this is an energy coming in for you, because August is the month of changing things up. If you're not happy with where you are at in life, this is the month that you say no more. Right? If this relationship has been like a revolving door for the past 6 years or 16 years, you're going to say, you know what? It's time for me to walk out that door. For those of you, maybe you didn't give that cute barista the time of day because you were too busy focusing on your work. Maybe this is the time that you open up and you say, you know what, I will take you up on that offer. That number that you slipped to me while you were delivering the coffee, I'm going to give this person a call. So I do feel here that you're shifting up the dynamic and the energy in order to make new memories. Make new memories, because that's important, because that's what we have at the end of our lives. We have those memories. We don't have the stuff or the things or the material goods, right? We have our health, right? And we have our memories. And I feel like you want to, well, some of us don't even have the health. It's physical, it's body, right? But you have the memories of the experiences that you've had. And I feel like you want to start living a little bit more and living in a way that is designed by you, not someone else, Pisces. All right, let's take a look. Some of you may be becoming empty nesters. And so maybe you've had to be a caregiver or a nurturer, or you've looked after loved ones. And now you find yourself empty nesting, right? Or you find yourself, wow, what do I do now? I have this free time, or I have this space. Shift it up here. Shift it up. You're going to find out who you really are real quickly, and you're going to love it. Let's take a look at the challenge. What's the challenge for Pisces in the month of August, please? I feel like it's the emotions. I really do, because some of you may feel like you're looking back and you go into your child's room and they're not there, but you look at their teddy bear and you remember when they were 6 years old and now they're 26 years old getting married, right? There could be some deep memories that come up for you. All right, the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is about taking a risk, okay? Taking a risk. And I feel like you feel like you're not sure if this risk is going to pay off, right? You don't want to change and alter your world, but to be disappointed. I feel like you're not going to be, but we all fear the unknown. It's part of that human experience. We want to know. If we didn't, we wouldn't be watching tarot readings, right? We want to kind of know to prepare us so we can move forward in the most effective, most positive way possible to avoid those detours or to avoid those bumps in the road, even though those bumps in the road are part of our soul's path. They're part of our evolution, our growth. Now, I am sensing that there could be someone from the past, there could be an annoying ex that comes in and says, Pisces, oh Pisces, I love you, you're beautiful, give me a second chance. And you're thinking, no way in hell would I go back to you, right? You've already been a whirlwind and you come in with a bang. Yeah, you may be good looking. Yeah, you may be wonderful in all other areas besides a few, right? I feel like there's some non-negotiables. There's something here that you want that's deeper, that's on a heart level. And if that's something you're not getting from a person, I feel like you're making some major decisions here. Major decisions. All right, for others of you, the challenge is being with a person who may be a little bit immature, a little bit impulsive, and a little bit action-oriented, right? This Knight of Wands can be someone who is always looking for their next grand adventure. They can be very reckless, very in and out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. This could be you. It could be someone around you, okay? But I do feel here that it's important to stay in your own lane, Pisces. It's important for you to focus on what makes you happy, not what makes someone else happy. Okay, and that sounds selfish. So I don't mean if you're in a marriage completely, avoid this person if they're impulsive, but there's something here with letting them have their soul's journey and have their own wake-up call or their own discovery. I'm getting here, and this came up in another reading. I forget who it was. It may have been Scorpio or maybe even Libra. Midlife crisis is what most humans label it. I like to call it midlife discovery, right? Because we discover so much about ourselves when we hit our Saturn returns or when there are big monumental moments. Sometimes in that midlife, it's like a midlife discovery, and we really find out if we are living the life that we want and that aligns with our soul's path and purpose. So some of you may be dealing with someone who's having a little bit of a midlife discovery or just doesn't have the emotional maturity to commit in the way that you want it, okay? Or some of you are dating and you're just not finding people who fit the script, okay? Fit the script. What's below you, Pisces? The Eight of Wands in reverse, no traction, right? Some of you, You may have been dating someone who, again, there's just no traction here. There's no commitment, or maybe there is a commitment, but it feels like everything around you externally is out of control. And it feels like the two of you are in the midst of this tornado and everything is going on around you. And you're just holding each other with dear might thinking, when is this tornado ever going to stop? This is the longest tornado in the world history, right? So I do feel here that it's important for you to gain some sort of traction, to get back on track with the way you want your life to look like. However, some of you may want life to go back to when it was simple, or, you know, the good old days, or when you didn't have maybe as many responsibilities. Okay. Or this could be, okay, researching. Some of you may be going back to school, and you could even meet someone through school. It could be a professor. It could be another student, or maybe you are the teacher as well, and there could be someone on the staff that you meet, okay, because you share the same hobby. I'm also getting someone really likes to read. Someone could be a bookworm or a book nerd. That's okay. That can be a very beautiful trait to have. I know I'm certainly a book nerd. This is going to be a union that is compatible in many different ways. For those of you that are looking for love, I certainly see love available here. Well, in my third eye, at least. We haven't seen the rest of the cards, but I feel like there is a soul contract coming in that could start off as a friendship, a very deep friendship, but then it turns into more if you want that. Okay, what's going on in the recent past? For those of you that are single, for those of you that are in a relationship, it is important to find some sort of common ground. You may be even celebrating a second honeymoon. You could be celebrating some sort of success here. There's that Ace of Wands. Beautiful. Ace of Wands. This is a motivated new beginning. So in the recent past here, there was something new coming in. I feel like you've been planning for this, planning, and this could have even taken years of planning for some of you. It could have taken years to get to the point where you were finally ready. Whether you've dated someone for years and then you're tying the knot, or you're getting engaged. For others of you, maybe you've decided to go back to school, but it's taken years and years for you to get to that point. For others of you, maybe you had to raise children and you were single and you said, well, I don't have time for this because I'm raising children. And now that you are maybe empty nester, or your children have reached a certain age, you may be ready, because she's at that start line. And the Ace of Wands is one of the most beautiful aces. I mean, I love all the aces, but this one specifically is about desire and passion and spiritual awareness. It feels like you have a new sense of purpose here and a new sense of optimism, because you are aligned with your soul's path and your heart. So really beautiful here. And that could be also because you've learned some very valuable lessons with the education, with the book card in the past. It's offering and allowing you to have the memories here of the good times and the bad, but to be accepting of all of them as well. Someone may be widowed. I heard someone is widowed. Okay. That person is proud of you. Okay. For those of you that are widowed, that have lost a wife or lost a husband or even a loved one, because I'm getting that you are the apple of the eye. Okay. I don't know what that means. I mean, apple could be teacher here. Apple of the eye, or maybe someone had, okay, I'm not quite sure. But I feel like there is someone who really thinks fondly of you, who's crossed over, who is very proud of you here. Now, I'm not quite sure about what that apple in the eye is, so that's interesting. Now, what's above you? What's in your head space here? High Priestess. Trusting your intuition, needing to trust your intuition, not silence it. Because sometimes we second guess and we say, is this really what I need to do? Right? Is this really the path that I want? Or can I do this? Do I have what it takes? Yes, you do, right? This is about no longer silencing that intuition and making a decisive decision to go forward with this new beginning. Because sometimes you start, right? You start at the finish line. or excuse me, you start at the start line here and you get going, you feel good, you have the momentum, and then you get halfway through and you start to look beside you and you see everybody passing you by. You see that there's faster runners or there's more fit runners, or you look over here and these people have way more support than you do. They have a whole cheer squad over here, or you look over there and someone is, rolling you by in their wheelchair. So you may be looking at what's going on around you. Again, stay in your own lane. And that's interesting because you have different lanes showing up here on this illustration. So instead of focusing on what someone else is achieving, or instead of thinking, well, they have this and they're my age, how come I don't have that yet, right? Don't hold back or don't second guess. Just keep on going, because it doesn't matter. Everyone has different levels, different timing when it comes to what they're doing on their own lane here. And I feel it's important for you to not get distracted by outside noise, because that distraction can silence the intuition. What's going on here in the near future? What do we have for Pisces in the near future, please? Nine of Wands. Yeah, this is withstanding adversity. We just talked about that as well. So looking beside you when you're on that track and saying, oh, wow, well, I'm not as fast as I thought I could, or I'm not there yet. When really, when you started this darn line, you were by yourself and you were feeling good and you were feeling confident, but now you're halfway to the finish line and you're looking beside you and there's just so much going on. Don't lose sight of that finish line, whatever that may look like for you. Okay, because you have the determination. You are a love warrior, in the words of Glennon Doyle, right? This is you being that warrior that you are and moving forward, withstanding any sort of adversity. Even though you feel drained of energy, you can pick that back up because you have an inner strength. You have a spiritual strength that right when you feel like giving up, it motivates you, right? It is this drive within, this human drive. You hear those superhuman stories of, someone getting caught under a vehicle and someone coming in and lifting them up with their arms, right? I mean, maybe some of it's real, maybe some of it's not, but I do feel here that you have this superhuman strength within yourself to keep on going on an emotional and on a spiritual and mental level, okay? Nine of Wands. Beautiful. How are you doing, Pisces? This is all about you. This card is all about Pisces. Whoa. All right, Pisces. You're wanting to talk. I see that here. 10 of Cups. Beautiful. So we're going to use the next card here for the environment. 10 of Cups is how you're feeling. Happy family, happy wife, happy life, happy children, happy family. If only we can overcome some of the drama that families get involved in, right? But I do feel here that maybe that Uncle Sam that you've had that you really didn't like, and you're afraid that he's going to show up at the wedding or show up at, the reunion and kind of just wreck everything. He's not going to show up. Okay? Or it's going to be better than you think, is what I'm seeing here for you. I'm also getting someone didn't have a father walk them down the aisle, but they had someone like a father or a brother walk them down the aisle because maybe dad was gone at that time, but I feel like he was still there in spirit. Okay, wow, very specific message here coming through. He will be there in spirit, whether you've already got married or whether you are getting engaged, or this is something that happens 3 years down the road. Okay, please trust and know that if your father has crossed over and you were close with your father, or you would have wanted him to walk down the aisle, I feel like he will be there in spirit. Okay, 10 of Cups. That's not going to be for everyone. Now, 10 of Cups is one of the best cards that you can get in a love and family reading. It's about family vacations. It's about unconditional love, enjoying the success and the happiness that your family brings to you. There's a sense of pride. There's a sense of accomplishment. There's a sense of I did this right? And I feel like you are cherishing some memories here that you've built, right? That you've built for your family. You've built new traditions and you've cherished old ones, Pisces. Beautiful energy. So what's going on in your environment? Page of Swords. Well, hello, private investigator. Someone is really digging into something here. Like I said, with the education, there's research. So some of you, the page can represent a son who could be younger than you, could be teenage son for some of you. Someone may be thinking about what schools they want to go to, or thinking about what classes they need to take as well. I'm getting Page of Swords. It could be a daughter as well. It doesn't have to be a son. Strategic solution. Okay, so I feel like if you have been having any sort of issues or complications with a child, or if they've been going back and forth, they're very brilliant. They're very bright. They have a good head on their shoulders. And even though you may worry about this son or daughter, whether they are 8 years old, 18, or 28, right? I feel like this person, they have their own way of doing things. And as much as maybe we as parents want to come in and save the day or tell them what we think they should do, remember that they have a genius mind here, and that they have a soul journey that they are tapping into and that they are living as well. So some of you need that reminder, okay? Also, I'm hearing that you are a great parent. For those of you that are parents, you are a great parent, but there's something here with helping your children discover who they are, okay? Midlife discovery, I guess that can be any age, right? Now, for others of you as well, the Page of Swords can be a new beginning, which we do see here showing up, Ace of Wands. So you may be doing a little bit of research into how to maintain this new beginning, or how to keep on going, keep yourself on track through books, through knowledge, through online courses, through studying, through training. You're using your logical mind at this time to come up with solutions to any sort of obstacles or any questions that you have. You're going in and doing the research, okay? You're definitely doing the research. What are your hopes and fears? Hopes and fears for Pisces, please. Six of Wands. You want to have a victorious win, a glorious win, whatever that looks like to you, a glorious win in matters of the heart. You want to be able to have those people around you, like we said earlier, leave a legacy where they look at you and you leave the world a better place than you came in. Or you may have raised a couple of really wonderful children that go out into the world, or are already out into the world, changing it, being of service to it, helping it. I'm getting some of you may have children that are nurses. You yourself may be nurses. I'm also getting here influencers of some sort. Six of Wands. You may be an influencer. You are influencing many. Okay, Pisces, this is about you when it comes to love. The Six of Wands is about victory. It is about achieving your life path in the way that you, maybe it wasn't played out in the fairy tale ending that you see in the movies. It rarely ever is, but I feel like there is a lot of accomplishments and you are very, very blessed. And the fear here is some sort of humiliation, shame. What if people look at me and they say, oh, she's 50 and she's single, or, she's 40 and doesn't have her life together, or her kids are a wreck, or whatever this is here that people tend to project or judge or criticize. It's about them, not about you. And if people talk, let them talk, right? Because that's what I always say is what other people think of you is none of your business, Pisces. Don't let someone else jeopardize your hard work. And the fear here is that someone could do that, or you might feel humiliated in the meantime. And the hope is that you can rise to the top, which I see you doing. Let's take a look at the outcome. What's the outcome for Pisces in the month of August 2023? Pisces. Oh, I love it. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you have been going through a 10-year cycle, 10 years. So it could be 10 years ago, 10-year anniversary. 10 years ago, something huge shifted in your world. Some of you are starting a new 10-year cycle. So whatever is going on for you in the month of August, I feel like you are setting the stone. Well, you could have even started earlier. I'm getting here 2023. So whatever you've started here in 2023 in matters of the heart, I feel like this is the beginning of your next 10-year cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is a lucky twist of fate. It is all about a new turning point. Look at that rainbow. There's a beautiful rainbow there. And the rainbow comes when? After a storm, right? After it rains, but it needs to wash away everything. And that's when you see that beautiful rainbow. Okay, some of you have a rainbow child as well, rainbow children. You may have heard of indigo children, rainbow children. Some of you definitely have a rainbow child. Look that up if you're not aware. I'm also getting here pride. Okay, some of you may have a child or you yourself, you may celebrate or partake in gay pride here as well. So Wheel of Fortune is all about a turning point in your life. So there is something very magical, something shifting here. And I feel like it's the beginning of your next 10-year cycle. This is powerful, Pisces. I'm loving this for you. Let's take a look and get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have here, please, for Pisces? Wisdom of the Oracle for Pisces, please. All right. Message in a bottle. Beautiful. Some of you are going to hear some news. Okay, there could be some news delivered, whether you expect it or not. It is card 15. Now, 15 is the devil in tarot. So it could be news again that you hear something that brings you down memory lane. Okay, you may get an invitation to a wedding as well, I'm hearing. There could be a reunion, something of that nature for the following year. Okay, card 15, let's see what the message is for you. Some of you may have a 15-year-old, I'm hearing. You may be born on the 15th. You may have a life path year that is a 6, or you may be in a personal year 6 as well. This is all about communication, a sign, a Cladan. A Cladan is an ancient name for a spontaneous oracle, Pisces, delivered innocently by the speaker. So what that means is you could be in the grocery store and you may start a conversation with someone and they say just the right thing that you needed to hear at that time. It could be a song on the radio that reminds you of a loved one in spirit. All right, you have here, Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them. All right. Oh, we're going to actually skip to the relationship message. You can expect someone to favor you with positive news. This could be in the form of a letter, phone call, or email. You are the intended receiver of this message, so stay open to what you learn. Only good will come of it in the end. The signs are all there. The protection message is this. Are you refusing to acknowledge the signs because you want things as you want them? The reason why I'm reading the protection message here is because you have the High Priestess, but I am getting a little bit of reversal here on the High Priestess because sometimes we do silent that intuition. So again, are you refusing the signs that your intuition is bringing you, Pisces? Red flags are not pretty decorations for you to admire. They are warning you for a reason. If something doesn't sit right with you, trouble could be hiding in the bushes. Don't ignore the signs. Spirit always has your best interest at heart and will draw your attention to what you are overlooking. Okay, so yeah, so both ways here. I feel like this is signs from your intuition that show up in the form of people, places, things, songs, birds, animals, right? There's some sort of message here that is going to point you in this direction of your intuition. If it doesn't sit right, like it says here, trust it, okay? Because you're at a turning point in your world when it comes to the heart. And I feel like there is something magical that will come from it in the end, like it says. Now, last but not least, let's see what your soul's truth is and what you need to know at this time and action steps that you can take to move forward. What do we have here, please, for Pisces? Okay, thank you. They're giving me a song here. Everything I do it for you. Okay, everything I do it for you. I believe that is a song by Bryan Adams. Now, I'm not sure what the rest of the lyrics are. They're only giving me that main one. I hope it's Bryan Adams. If it's not, somebody put who it is in the comment section below. But they are giving me everything I do it for you. So that could resonate. It could be someone's song. It could be a wedding song, or it could be a song that you hear on the radio. I mean, it's an old song. So it wouldn't be that, it just shows up on the radio, maybe a Bryan Adams song, but that one specifically may show up for you, or it could mean something to you. Please take it as it resonates. All right. Pisces, do I surround myself with people who lift me up? The people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? And do they help you step into your greatest potential? Today is soul action. Pisces, make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself and clarify if there is anyone in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? Can you love them from a distance? So there could be family members, there could be friends. Some of you are consciously choosing to part ways. If people are dragging you down, Pisces, if they're not helping you be the best version of you, if they are constantly maybe degrading you, admonishing you, pointing a finger at you, calling you names, that they're being toxic in any way, I feel like you're walking away, because not my monkeys, not my circus. I just heard the name here, Colleen. Colleen, it could be a friend, it could be you, it could be an author, it could be someone that inspires you. Please take that as it resonates. That's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope it helped. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. If you're vibing with the energy of the channel and you haven't already hit that subscribe button, please feel free to do so. Thank you so much, Pisces, for spending your precious time and energy here today. Lots of love.